Because before people say like, oh, Hassan, why are these people like turning on you? I don't know, man. Look at the rest of their fucking output and you will understand why they're turning on me. It's because I actively try to change their minds over and over again. The reason why we showed that video is because he said he never actually said, you know, immigrants are not incompatible.
About the history of Nazi Germany, the implication of that, right? A lot of implications here. We love implications.
They're not destroying our culture in the way that Asmongold approaches the subject.
I've never said it that way, by the way.
There's plenty of disagreements there. And I think that he's doing this deliberately, I will say, in an effort to, you know, shitstorm.
Well, every video that I make and everything that you show on your stream, including this here, is done deliberately. Obviously, that's the case.
Try to get me banned, which worked.
The clip's too short. Maybe it's out of context. I hope so. I definitely do. Hopefully, it's out of context. How are you gonna?
Now, once he said this, does Asmongold go back and seek out the context? No, he doesn't. Instead, he follows through, basically packaging this as a... If you cared about Medicare or Medicaid fraud...
This is, by the way, the clip of me watching the context.
You would kill Rick Scott is no, that's not the full context. Because, and not make him a prominent part of the... That's literally not the full context. The full context is before. The reason why he doesn't understand that he's not reacting to the full context is because he constantly gets his information from this account, which is like a weird rabid stalker community. That is the whole point. The context is before. That implies that I'm actually reacting to Mike Johnson. I'm talking to Mike Johnson. Republican Party is because he, to this day, is still...
Yeah, this is the video of me watching.
Also known as committing the largest Medicare fraud in U.S. history.
Yes.
Oh, God. What are we doing? What is this, bro? Are you kidding me? So
this is not him reacting to the context. The context of this that would help him understand my argument here or what I was saying is before the clip, not after the clip. Okay? You are not watching the source material. I, on the other hand, did watch the source material, as in this video that Yeet is showcasing on his Twitter page. Anyway, it doesn't really fucking matter. It's all good.
Context makes it worse.
It's disappointing to see him. You know, I did...
You didn't. You didn't. The point is before the clip, not after the clip. You didn't look for what I said before to understand that I wasn't saying you, the audience. I was saying you, Mike Johnson. Not that it matters because, like I said, I've already taken ownership over using the term kill, saying that I should not have used the term kill. You do know you were watching a clip that starts with him watching without seeing the beginning? It's from his YouTube video, chatter.
Look at the context. There's a video of me looking at the context. The context makes it worse.
I don't think the context makes it worse. How does the context make it worse? Can you explain to me how the context makes it worse? Yeah, I'm also literally hovering around Mike Johnson's face when I say you. There's not really much more I can do in terms of context. This is one of the most annoying aspects of people getting duped out of clips. And I do this too. I will take ownership over that. Okay? Having said that, you know, this is serially bad faith.
I don't know what he's doing. Would you tell that joke about Donald Trump?
I think people would tell way crazier jokes about Donald Trump. And people have told way crazier jokes about Donald Trump.
He's right. People, but not you. And there's a reason for that.
That's not true. I have as well. What the fuck? I 100% have. I covered it in real time on the day of.
That, and you know that reason. Everybody knows that reason. And that reason is why you got in trouble. You're
okay, I take great disrespect. Okay. All right, I'm back. Hold on. I take great disrespect at Asmongold disparaging the #1 Ryan Ruth the head of the #1 NATO defender, Ryan Ruth fan club. Okay. I take great disrespect. Put some respect on it as I am the leader of the NATO voter constituency, the only NATO voter, Ryan Ruth. I also take great disrespect about Asmongold not knowing about Ryan Ruth in general.
You're absolutely right that yes, there are other people on the internet.
I'm apolitical,
that
but
say
I love NATO.
Crazy stuff too. That's absolutely true. I think he's right. And again, you don't actually think this isn't a call to violence. What you think is that it's not a big deal.
My statement was hyperbolic.
And also, did he ever delete that tweet, the makeshift gun that they used to kill Shinzo Abe? Twitter made him delete it. Right. Okay.
Yeah, Twitter did make me delete it. I think it was pussy shit. Comedy is legal, by the way. Comedy is legal, folks. Asmongold supporter Elon Musk made it legal. Turns out what they meant was, 56-year-olds are running around saying the R word, but, any other type of comedy, God forbid, that's not legal. That's very much illegal.
Okay, so it's a pattern of behavior.
But the intention of it was not a call to violence directly against a sitting senator, but instead was to show the...
That's good. That's good, but it did sound like that.
Oh, so you understand the context of it, and you're still saying, well, it sounded like it. Okay, well, I recognize that it sounded like it. All right.
Sounded exactly like a call to violence. Like, if you read the chat after that, I would say that a lot of people were probably thinking the exact same thing. That's what they were typing in his chat at the same time.
Yeah, they're saying, oh, damn, are we prosecuting Rick Scott? Like, what the fuck? They're literally... they're straight up... Thank you for clarifying. These assholes just want to cut recipients. Scream the truth, brother. Like, what do you mean? The chat is not even showing what he says it's showing.
Thinking the exact same thing. That's what they were typing in his chat.
Like, what the fuck? Why did he show this?
At the same time.
The hypocrisy of the Republicans. They want to cut the American people out. Like, what do you mean? You just said chat was going, yep. Like, dude, chat is quite literally...
The
hypocrisy chat is quite literally, with the exception of the one guy that said, do it, okay? Every single person in the chat is straight up saying, like, prosecute Rick Scott. In terms of how little they truly care about. Also, we do ban people who do calls to action all the time, like calls to violence all the fucking time. He's trying to make a point that you radicalize your chat like he does. Yeah, I radicalize my chat in the direction of protecting Medicaid for their fucking grandparents. I know. Instead of radicalizing them in the direction of constantly blaming trans people, constantly blaming undocumented migrants. Like, if I'm radicalizing my chat in the direction of being an advocate for Medicare for all, Asmongold is radicalizing his chat in the direction of killing undocumented immigrants by saying he's going to go fucking on a deportation hunt dressed up like Ash Ketchum. Not saying that he's doing that, by the way. I'm not saying he's like radicalizing them in that direction, but understand that this analog, if extended to its logical conclusion, leads me to believe that that is the case. That paired up with a million different,
Another thing. So like they're doing this thing with like these deportations where they bring in like celebrities to deport people. And
yeah, you can't fucking say my chat is representative of me as a note when the chat is representative of me, by the way, and it's not saying what you claim it's saying. When your fucking chat goes insane mode at the mere sight of a woman or, God forbid, a black person, they just like start spamming DEI so hard that some of them get fucking aneurysms, dude.
And it made me wonder, what is the probability that Tom Homan would let me go with him dressed up as Ash Ketchum with watching them do deportations? Like, I feel like it's probably at least 5.
Like, this is so dehumanizing. It's so unimaginably dehumanizing. Also, speaking of chats, yeah, his chat was fucking spamming W Hitler when he was talking about Nazis doing book burnings, trans book burnings. Like, what the fuck do you mean? Yeah, okay, I'll take ownership over that. Yes, I'm radicalizing my chat. I'm radicalizing them to have radical amounts of fucking empathy for all people, including victims of American war. Okay? God forbid. I know, I'm a fucking major terrorist for that. It's illegal. Meanwhile, you're fucking radicalizing your audience with this shit. Actively dehumanizing undocumented migrants, talking about them like they're just cannon fodder, talking about them like they're Pokemon, dude. I'm going to go and toss a Pokeball at a random Guatemalan dad who's been living in fucking on U.S. soil, picking fucking strawberries and fruits and vegetables so that like he can have a Whataburger order that has a decent price adjustment so he doesn't have to pay too much money. And then he's going to sit there and be like, well, yeah, time to throw a Pokeball at this guy. Yeah.
5% chance, right? Like, I think I think we're at a 5 to 10% chance that this could happen. Yeah, exactly. That'd be really good content. It would be. And, yeah, probably not going to happen, though, but it would be fucking funny. For the love of God, you must try. Yeah, it'd be fucking hilarious. And, yeah, your statement about not voting to disadvantage yourself is really blowing up on X with strong support. Well, of course it is. Of course it.
Bro, someone in the chat said he banned the people that said it. Damn, a lot of bans were dished out on that day, I think. W. Adolf, like, come on, dude. He banned them after the clips of it blow up. Oh, let's see. Let's see the next time he talks about that. This is the VOD. So the post, this is the VOD. So the post that didn't get banned or deleted. Yeah. Can't believe Christian2123 said Nazi W. Like, what are we talking about in terms of radical takes here? Jesus Christ. About Medicare and Medicaid fraud, because that happens at the point of the provider.
He brings up a great point, and I think he's right about that.
Like, look. Like, here, you want to know chat moderation? If someone is a good person, they would kill Hasanabi, says Snuffle de Juret. Okay? Guess we can't say his name in here. I just randomly stumbled across that. It's not like I was actively seeking this out. I was like, what is his chat saying in this process? Well, that's what his chat's saying. If someone is a good person, they would kill Hasanabi. Lo and behold, of course, and this is not, I mean, if you've been in here for a long enough time, you've already seen this. Every time Asmongold makes a fucking YouTube video, we know immediately, not because I'm aware of when Asmongold uploads videos or whatever, but because immediately people come in here to be like, hey, terrorist supporter, it's time to fucking kill you. I can't wait to find you in person and murder you dead. You know, every single fucking time. Now, I don't even think Asmongold would agree with his chatters saying that they want to fucking murder me, okay? I would not agree with my chatters saying similar things. 100%. It's unacceptable. But goddamn, dude. I wonder if he's ever said anything in here. He's not chatted in here. I mean, a lot of this stuff, to be fair, is scary, I think. Not the fact that his audience is saying that they want to murder me. That I don't fucking give a shit about. I hear that every day. Who cares? But it is scary that large content creators are just like actively entertaining. Large content creators are actively entertaining insane sentiments like this. He isn't holding you accountable for what your chat said. He was trying to prove a point that your chat also thought you were making a call to violence, except that point is incorrect. Literally evidenced by what he showed as the I'm unbanning that guy.
He brings up a great point, and I think he's right about this. But the issue is that you're muddying the waters and you're damaging your own argument and you're making yourself seem like an extremist when you're calling for killing people when you actually have fun.
Okay, he already understood that that's not what I was doing anyway. I was so weird.
Fundamentally a strong argument and a good policy position. And the ironic thing about this is that I remember I saw Hasan's interview with CNN, and Hasan even said, what do Democrats need to do to get people back? And he said, have good policies. It's about how you're communicating it in a way that's hostile.
Obviously, I shouldn't have used hyperbolic language, and there's definitely some ownership.
Okay, there you go. All right, problem solved. Yep, he agrees.
That I must take. Some apologies there. I should not have said Mike Johnson should kill Rick Scott. I should have simply said
He didn't say Mike Johnson. He said you should.
There's about $50 billion estimated that are lost every year in Medicaid, just in fraud alone. No.
That fraud is not coming from individuals, it's coming from providers. They're not tackling providers. They're not actually going after like false billing. They are trying to cut recipients, okay? It is not happening at the point of recipients. If you cared about Medicare fraud or Medicaid fraud, you would kill Rick Scott, okay?
And I think that's what was communicated to the audience, because the audience was spamming things like Luigi.
Johnson should punish Rick Scott, perhaps with the, maximum punishment, whatever that would be.
Right.
Wait, what?
That's what was communicated to the
None of them are saying that.
audience, because the audience was spamming things like Luigi.
Johnson, Luigi's fate is the only person that fucking says Luigi when 2016, 2017. You are literally hovering with your mouse. I know. It's so obvious that there's one person. There's like 35,000 people watching at that point. One person should punish Rick Scott, perhaps with the, maximum punishment, whatever that would be.
Right, which is fair. And I think that
one guy said Luigi and he focused on it. I know.
If he had said that, by the way, there would have never been any controversy about this. The difference is about advocating for vigilante justice versus advocating for a...
Yeah, see, people in his chat are saying when he said you, he was literally talking about the dude on screen. Maybe it's okay to admit he's a legit POS.
a criminal process.
He knows exactly what he was saying. What little I know about the guy, he seems like trouble. You can be hyperbolic. People do that daily. It's what he said. Max punishment is death. You can never hate Lazan enough.
I actually have the same opinion, is that the people that run companies like this should face personal charges. I just don't think you should advocate to kill them. And I try not to go too super hard on it. I'll link you guys the video real quick before I get into it. And
he's linking the Ethan Klein video to his audience because, to show support.
Yeah, there's the video. It's the Ethan video.
Perhaps this is the reason why Ethan Klein doesn't talk about Asmongold and his apologia for certain regimes of the past.
Which one?
Just let me intervene for one singular moment, because my brain is melting. The assumption is that Asmon is linking H3's video to his chat because he's collaborating with Ethan Klein to take down Hasan.
And
why is his fucking random editor trying to tag team here? What the fuck is going on? He's linking the Ethan Klein video to his audience because, Ethan Klein, if held to the same standard that he holds me, if he held Asmongold to that same standard, he would be going fucking crazy mode on a daily basis. Okay? This isn't my own. This is not about my assessment of what Asmongold has said. This is simply about the nature of Ethan's mania. Okay? What do I mean by this? Ethan Klein has spent months and months and months on end claiming falsely that I am anti-Semitic. If he can say someone like myself is anti-Semitic after I have spent a decade actively combating anti-Semitism, okay, then his metric for anti-Semitism should possibly cause him to lose his mind about Asmongold saying, I'm 99% sure the Holocaust happened. Okay? That's my point. That's my point. And I think that's a valid point. The point isn't even about Asmongold. It's more so about Ethan in this regard, is that he doesn't give a shit about any of the stuff that he talks about. It's a very common technique applied by the ADL, the Apartheid Defense League, the Anti-Defamation League, also known as the Apartheid Defense League, focuses more on anti-Israel sentiment rather than the, active anti-Semitism that happens. 100K to anyone who kills Hasan, PM me. This guy, 2024, man, if I felt played like that, I'd knock the fuck out of that dude. I'd kill that motherfucking dude. Now I'm the dude he wants to kill. How did this happen? Bro, you have an account that you've had since 2013. Why are you burning that? You're going to get a fucking site-wide ban, dummy. That's crazy. Dude went to TwitchCon. Yeah, that's crazy that this dude went to TwitchCon and now he's over here talking about how he wants to fucking kill. What's the website to seek to look at other people's chats and other people's what you don't understand is Asmon didn't make Ethan feel like a fool, and that's all he cares about. Like a lot of wannabe comedians, his sense of self-worth being under fire is why he's losing his mind over you, and is absolutely not a legitimate concern about anti-Semitism. What do you mean Ethan would love him? Asmon said Palestinians deserve to be genocided. I mean, that's true. Anyway. Asmongold's chat is not on that site. Oh. Let's continue.
Newsflash. That's what good reaction channels should always do, but I'm sure you wouldn't know anything about that.
Link the video. There's the video. I'll link the video again. This is so funny. I'll link the video. I'm going to link the video again. Oh, let me link the video. I'll link the video, guys. Give him a like. Give him a sub.
He doesn't even link the video as he's reacting to it. Oh, yeah. Wait. He reacted to my fucking video. He didn't link it. What's up? What the fuck? Dumbass editor? Stupid ass fucking editor? What is this? Oh, who he follows? He follows me. Squeaks, Michaela, E-Rob. He follows a lot of people. XQC, Moon Moon. It's just, it's always weird when you got people who like follow your friends and then they're just like, he reacted to their Yeet tweet. Okay, well, why? He reacted to the Yeet tweet on other videos that he was watching too. The fuck? I also react, for the record, and will actively promote the videos that I react to, for the record.
If you like the video.
Oh, I almost forgot. He also pretty much called Asmon a Nazi, but I'll let my employee handle that. Back to you, Baldy.
Ethan, who really cares about anti-Semitism, of course.
This is it's a
terrorist simplifying bitch, the King Joker. I think you're forgetting that I'm wearing the hat. I'm an apolitical content creator. Also, I love when dudes get real horny about like shitting on me that they don't type correctly.
And the obvious implication is that I am a Nazi apologist, right? That's clearly what he's implying. Obviously, you can't say that because if you say that, it sounds insane and retarded. So the only thing that you can do is...
No, I don't think it sounds that insane. I mean, I don't... The only reason why I don't say that is because I still don't believe that. I think it's something different. It's someone who is entertaining this kind of sentiment specifically because you get a lot of hype out of it. That's it. And it doesn't really matter whether you are a legitimate ideological Nazi, a committed ideological Nazi or not. And I've actually changed my mind a little bit since the Anders Nordic thing, which is weird for sure. I'm saying that you are entertaining Nazis in your community, which is correct. It literally is correct. I'll give you a counterexample that, for example, Ethan Klein and Asmongold and every other person that watched the content puke does not understand. I talk about Hamas, Hezbollah, and numerous other groups that are fighting against Israeli violence on a daily basis. But the first sight of anti-Semitism in this community, I do not entertain it. What do? I pull that person. If the mods don't ban them before I can get to them, I pull that person to the fucking public square and I ban them. Okay? That's the difference. That is the difference. When someone actively will say some shit about Jews or something that is anti-Semitic, I will openly humiliate them, explain to them why they're wrong, and then ban them. Because I don't entertain that kind of thing. I, for example, wouldn't do what Asmongold was doing, actively saying, come join our Discord by, you know, if you're a salute enjoyer, come join our Discord or whatever the fuck his mods were pinning in the chat. Like, that is entertaining Nazis. And for the record, before people ask, like, well, what about entertaining Hamas? What about entertaining Hamas? What about entertaining Hamas? I do not, and I stand by this for the record, I do not believe that the Palestinian militancy, the Palestinian resistance groups are operating on the boundaries of anti-Semitism. What is this? You're a fucking asshole. I do not think that their primary function is to be anti-Semitic. I think that they are an emancipatory group through and through. And there are certainly things that they've done that I do not agree with. Okay? But having said that, I do not think that their primary function or the reason why they're doing things is because of pure anti-Semitism. I think it's fucking stupid. And I will defend that every day of the goddamn week. Okay? That's it. You are joking, right? They say from sea to sea. What? You mean from the river to the sea? I say from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. I always say that. I'm not going to censor emancipatory slogans because the oppressors are upset about it. It hurts their fucking feelings. You didn't even get the actual statement correctly, unless you're talking about America, because Americans say from sea to shining sea.
Imply that and hope that the schizos that watch the video will get the message.
That's why he constantly comes after me, someone he knows has a long track record alongside him at times, attacking anti-Semites and explaining to people what famous dog whistles are and things of that nature. But that'll be for a different day.
People are so ideological. It's ironic that he brings up dog whistles because this is exactly... didn't Twitch ban the word Zionist and using that?
Yeah. I'm realizing that like a big chunk of the people that I'm duking it out with are just not really interested in the context of things. Like, Zionist is not a dog whistle. Twitch capitulated to the fucking ADL because Ethan was crying over and over again and the ADL kicked in. Okay? The ADL came in. ADL is an institution that I don't think Asmongold likes either, by the way. I wonder what his fucking chat is going to say about that. It's not because people were hatefully using Zionist as a substitute for Jew, okay? Zionism is akin to Nazi ideology. That's the truth. It is a fascist ideology. That's simply it. Saying F the Z word, okay, I don't want to get fucking banned again, is akin to saying fuck Nazis. That's it. or saying fuck fascists. The overwhelming majority of Zionists on this planet are not Jewish. Okay? The overwhelming majority of Zionists on this planet are Christians. That's right. The overwhelming majority of Zionists in the United States of America are Christians. They are not Jewish. As a matter of fact, Zionists, Christian Zionists, evangelical Christian Zionists far outnumber the number of Jews in the United States of America and even far outnumber the number of Jews across the board, Zionist and anti-Zionist. So yes, Twitch making this clownish capitulation to a silly campaign conducted by organizations that they just want to fucking, get off their back does not change this reality.
That is a slur because his chat was using it as a dog whistle to be.
No, they weren't. You're fucking lying. You're lying pretty aggressively, as a matter of fact. You're lying in an incredibly gross fashion. You should know better. That is disgusting. Straight up. That is a disgusting lie. Why are you arguing with a dude who hasn't changed clothes? Because the dude who hasn't changed clothes commands a fairly large audience, and every single time he makes videos like this, they come in here and tell me that they want to kill me. It's also kind of funny because I don't even think he's pro-Israel.
Anti-Semitic. I feel like we want to talk about dog whistles. I mean, that's a pretty big one, right? I think that's just a whistle. Let's see here. We got one more.
Oh, okay. This is an incredibly cartoonish display of the false principles that Asmongold claims to espouse. Okay. He says he's Mr. Free Speech, and then he fucking does this nonsensical bullshit. Okay. Complete and utter bullshit. Zionist, your chat was using his dog. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Get the fuck out of here. How many videos has this guy done about the ADL because they went after Steam? And then all of a sudden he's like, nah, the ADL was based on this one because he came after Hasan. You mad? Yeah, I'm mad about the fucking hypocrisy. Get cooked. Yeah, you're right. I'm cooked. Are you a fucking animal? Like, are you like a dog? Do you only respond to shapes and colors? Is that what's going on here? You're like, oh, got him. What's crazy about all this? Yeah, guy who used the term solution when talking about what Germany should do with immigrants a million times says Zionist was a dog whistle in this chat. Here's the problem with that argument. Anti-Semitism in broad fucking daylight is not only not restricted, but literally celebrated at this fucking point. If someone was supposed to be anti-Semitic, why the fuck would they try to hide it with dog whistles? Okay? That's what's so stupid about this. Look at fucking Candace Owens. Look at Dan Bilzerian. Look at Andrew Tate. These guys are insanely popular content creators, and they don't fucking hide it. They just like actively say that they don't like Jews. Okay? Look at Jake Shields. Zach Rar, you did kind of say that there was a non-zero chance that the Holocaust didn't happen. The Sabra incident. Anti-Zionism isn't anti-Semitic. Hold on. 1 second. Oh, I gotta open the door. Noah's here.
One more.
But spends most of his time simply sitting around and reacting to Donald Trump. He is now officially, by my estimations, a larger right-wing political commentator than even the likes of Ben Shapiro. Very successful.
I don't know about that. Now, I love this glaze, right? I mean, if you look at these numbers, let's zoom in and look at these numbers. Wow, those are great numbers. We love those numbers. Wow.
I mean, it's true. Now he's saying glaze, but like, why does he hide from the truth? Yeah, Noah's here.
Wow. now. Ben Shapiro is infinitely more well-known than I am, right? He's been doing this for years. He's been on mainstream media for over 10 years. Just because I'm getting more views on YouTube doesn't mean that I'm more popular than somebody. But, okay, that's fine. Let's move on.
Than even the likes of Ben Shapiro. Very successful in this field. His videos reacting to Donald Trump get millions of views, more so than the
Which, by the way, keep in mind, this was a joke video that was AI made about them fighting because Donald Trump, if you look at it here, Donald Trump never actually punched Zelensky on camera.
Use more. Wait, what? Does he think that's the only? See, this is what I mean. Does he think that that's the only video that he's done? Like, we can see this video's on your channel, dude. We can see all the videos that you're doing. Democrats embarrassing themselves during Trump's speech. Migrants challenge U.S. troops, get captured immediately. Trump killed it. Like, what? Why is he doing this? You have to assume your audience is fucking, like, room temperature IQ at that point. What the fuck? Like, do people just click on this and go, yeah, that's right, Asmongold is not right-wing. He's not a right-wing commentator. So than the Daily Wire could ever dream of. Asmongold also is the largest.
Well, the reason why the videos are so popular because they're not necessarily coming at it from a right-wing perspective.
Oh, it's because he's a centrist. That's why. That's fucking why, dude. Shit.
They're coming at it from a nuanced, balanced, reasonable perspective of what I believe to be the average American. And I think that those videos, the reason why they're so popular is that even if people might disagree with the conclusion of them, the video is still respected as an attempt at truth. And I think that's
every right-wing person does this, okay? Oh, I'm a centrist. I'm nuanced. I'm balanced. I'm reasonable. Trump is based. That's why I wear the hat. For those of you who are wondering when I say I'm fucking apolitical now, that's why I do it, okay? It's a joke about how so many right-wingers will routinely claim that they're fucking centrists who have a nuanced perspective and are simply arriving at the truth or whatever the fuck. It's like Tim Pool. It's a Tim Pool technique. Tim Pool, still to this day, for some weird reason, claims he's a liberal over and over and over again. It's just ridiculous.
That's the reason why a lot of people watch the content. That's the reason why a lot of people like it. It's because they like seeing at least some degree of attempt at discourse. It's not because I'm more educated, I know more about it than other people. It's not because I'm funnier. I tell jokes about it, but like at the end of the day.
Yeah, I mean, his political content gets more views than his gaming content does. His political videos get more views than his gaming videos do. It's because he's a political commentator. And I get it. Okay. I know this better than anybody else because I myself am a political commentator. Of course, a centrist one, a centrist political commentator. Look at the hat. But that is the reality. Like, that is where Asmongold is. I don't know why he tries to fucking masquerade. I mean, I do know why he tries to masquerade as like a centrist who is approaching this subject with a nuance that is desperately needed in the field of politics. It's just marketing. He's smart enough to just not openly admit that he's right wing, but it's very obvious that his entire grift is doing right wing commentary, and it's not the first time that someone has done this. There are a lot of prominent right wing content creators who literally started off by claiming that they were apolitical, but constantly slammed incredibly right wing positions into their commentary. Jordan B. Peterson being one of them. Even fucking like Sargon of Akkad and half those like centrist content creators, far-right content creators initially started off as like centrist skeptics. They always do that. And then they slowly but surely lean into it. Joe Rogan was a nuanced approacher to the subject matter. That's it. I just don't think that he gives a shit. I don't think he cares about the politics. 2022 call out, centrist Tim Pool. Yeah. Supposed centrist Tim Pool is currently hosting Kanye West, neo-Nazi Nick Fuentes, and PETA defender Milo Yiannopoulos on a show. I wish I was making this up. That's it. This is like fence sitting is a very common technique used by right wingers, okay? Very common technique.
The main reason why is because I do try to think about how people feel and then express it from their perspective. And I think that that's a good thing. And that's something that I try to have. That's
Bro, XQC is so aggressively in the tank for Kick. It's hilarious. Aiden Ross says he messaged 30 the biggest streamers on Twitch for support. First of all, for someone asking, I'm curious, did Aiden reach out to you? Of course he didn't reach out to me. Even he understands that that would be fucking ridiculous after his community actively doxed literally my whole fucking family, okay? Like, what do you mean? That is also part of the reason why these guys don't get unbanned, for the record. When you literally spend years and years hanging out with fucking neo-Nazis, actively and prominently putting them up on a pedestal, yeah, there's going to be content creators who say, nah, fuck that. You know, you're a good dude now. I believe in you. I think that you've changed. Okay? And maybe he has. Only time will fucking tell. But there's a reason why most people are going to be like, I don't want to even touch this with a 10-foot pole. This is one of the content creators I was talking about that most content creators don't talk about because they know his community used to be fucking rabid. I think he like deleted his Twitter comms. So that's a good step in the right direction. But that was unironically one of the content creators. Like, you think people don't fucking talk about Aiden Ross because like they don't see the shit that he's doing? No, because people don't talk about Aiden Ross because they're afraid that his audience is gonna fucking come after them. FaZe Ronaldo, not even trying to pick sides, but how is Aiden Ross still banned for unmoderated chat? Doesn't really make sense. It's been 2 years. I don't really understand how he hasn't been given another chance. Nandre, because he's a Holocaust denier, platforms neo-Nazis, had anti-Semitic artwork as official emails for his channel, uses misogynistic rhetoric, platforms convicted human traffickers, and stream porn to his underage viewers. Bruh, he's Jewish. Yeah, which makes it even crazier. It's not like... I think there's always a path for redemption for a lot of these fucking people. All right? But, I mean, Nandre is not wrong. This is just the tip of the fucking iceberg, too. Yeah. People talk about how, like, oh, Hasan is doing threats to, calls to action or threats to violence or whatever. Like, Aiden Ross literally fucking was talking about killing transgender people. He's tweeted about killing me. He has literally said Aiden Ross once famously fucking said that he prays to God that there is some dirt on me, that he would give $1 million in crypto to anyone who can fucking find something to smear me with. Okay? He came out with nothing in the process. And here is that fucking snake piece of shit XQC going, the industry classic. Yeah, lots of fake friends. Talk about a fucking fake friend, dude. I housed this motherfucker in my house when he was getting fucking targeted. Okay? God damn. Like, think about that, dude. Yeah, no friends in the industry, dude. Oh, XQCL, my juicer, no friends in the industry. Meanwhile, you're over here, like, with $100 million that he got from Kick, actively trying to fucking whitewash this dude who has literally done unimaginable, untold amounts of fucking harm to the same community that you're a part of, because XQC treats every single person like a fucking NPC, okay? That is the reason. And the more he grows his platform, I'm sure the more he grows his fucking platform, more people will collaborate with him again. But the reality of the matter is, for years and years, he just discarded every single person, didn't give a fuck. I don't know if it was because of insecurity. He was a very nice person behind closed doors when the cameras were not on, but it didn't fucking matter, okay? When the cameras turned on, he just turned to a goddamn demon. You're literally the worst judge of character I've seen in my life. No, dude, I don't think you understand. I will always and actively try to fucking help people, okay? Doesn't matter. Like, you guys want me to be as vicious as you are, okay? His son stopped being a snake. Yeah, shut up, dude. I know. My biggest fucking crime was calling him out for the unrestricted, unlimited access that he gave to a unregulated crypto casino to his audience. God forbid. Isn't it suspicious that so many of those guys just actively on a fucking dime went on the fuck Hasan tip? He tried to fucking accuse me of covering sexual assault, dude. The fuck do you mean? What are you saying? That I'm the fucking snake in this situation? Like, please grow up. Jesus Christ. Yeah, weird that me and Pokey were actively covering sexual assault, it seems, according to him and Train. Why did they actually target me and Pokey, I wonder? Perhaps it has something to do with fucking cryptocurrency online casinos. Yeah, and he held his information as a nuke. The fuck out of here. I was wrong about you, not gonna lie. I like your platform and I think your views are actually unbiased. Thanks for having common sense and being a voice of reason. Those other guys are fucking sellout losers. See, the hat is working. The apolitical hat is working. Having said all of that, despite the fact that you know, these guys have eventually all fucking turned around and done insane shit. Because before people say like, oh, Hasan, why are these people like turning on you? I don't know, man. Look at the rest of their fucking output and you will understand why they're turning on me. It's because I actively try to change their minds over and over again. I tried the path of least resistance. I try to be as nice as possible. But it doesn't matter when there's money to be made, people fucking lose sight of any sort of ideological position that they might have. The reason why they do that is understandable. Many people would also do that. Having said that, I'm not going to stop. I'm always going to try to show people that there's a different fucking way. But notice how no one grifts to the fucking left. Notice how no one does that. No one just goes, oh man, I'm fake socialist. I'm a socialist. No. At most, they'll, refuse to say right-wing shit on a daily basis because they recognize that the environment is not sustainable for that sort of commentary. Okay? It is what it is. What? Asmongold doesn't believe in spreading disinformation and hate speech?
Oh, man. Do you believe spreading hate speech and disinformation should be allowed? Yes.
What?
Yep, easy one. Easy decision. Yeah, that's simple. Yeah, just absolutely. And yeah, what's the PowerPoint about? Probably about who the best YouTube channels are, something like that. Yeah, of course. Hate speech is free speech. It is. And that's it. Good thing you're humble? I guess so, yeah. Or this, yeah, I'm playing Monster Hunter for the plot. Oh, God.
Context was about free speech? Here he compares Derek Chauvin and Luigi as well as Hamas. Here he says Luigi is worse than Derek Chauvin.
I think that if Derek Chauvin was not involved and George Floyd was just driving his car and he had never been pulled over, he probably would not have died that day.
Yeah, I don't disagree with Asmongold. I don't think people who spread misinformation should go to fucking jail either, to be fair. And in terms of hate speech, it's entirely contextually dependent. It's who you're doing the hate speech to and how you're doing it. If it's a violent threat, then yes.
That's what my opinion is. And I think the martyrdom of this person, this, in my opinion, is the right-wing version of defending Hamas.
Oh, timing. I wasn't agreeing with Asmongold's take here. I was agreeing with Asmongold's previous take on not fucking arresting people for spreading misinformation. Apologies for the misunderstanding from people.
At the end of the day, I think that If Derek Chauvin was not involved and George Floyd was just driving his car and he had never been pulled over.
Bro, this dude doesn't even know the fucking context of George Floyd. George Floyd wasn't pulled over while driving. Ugh. Cops were called over a counterfeit bill.
He probably would not have died that day. That's what my opinion is. And I think the martyrdom of this person, this, in my opinion, is the right-wing version of defending Hamas. That's my opinion. Needlessly divisive, incredibly complex, mostly verifiably fucking wrong. It's complete partisan politics. And it's...
Yeah, the fucking pro-Hamas party. Like, get the fuck out of here, dude. What are you talking about? Oh, my God. Yeah. Defending Derek Chauvin is the right-wing version of defending Hamas is so ridiculous. This is, oh God, this is the type of shit that liberals will probably eat.
It's of the benefit of no one. That's what I think. Or defending Luigi. Yeah. Yeah. Luigi's is worse than this. I would, I don't know, kind of it's worse. I don't know. It depends, right? But like, it's kind of the same. You can
What?
apply similar logic, but comparing the two seems insane. Only a person of low IQ would... Of course, Hamas is worse than one person, right? Obviously. But my point is that optically, this is the same thing.
Hasan, I will say it. We need both you and Asmongold. Whether you both dislike one another, you both have edgy takes, but you have honest points too. I think you both have more you agree on than you don't. I guarantee you and Asmongold do a talk together. It would be the largest stream Twitch would have ever seen. I have done it. I don't think he wants to talk to me anymore. I'm always willing to talk to Asmongold. I have no issues talking to Asmongold anytime, any place. I have done this. I had these conversations before. There was a time when Asmongold was definitely much more courteous and much more charitable to whatever the fuck people were saying about me. But that time I think is gone. I think part of that is also because an Anit American Hasan Skip. Anit American. I couldn't even finish this fucking video. Holy shit.
It's always been the case. So the reason why these videos are extremely popular is because they do appeal to people that are on both sides of the political spectrum.
Just political content creator on Twitch in general. He's the largest political streamer now. He's double my size. He's always been double my size, but he's now double my size when it comes to political commentary as well. So, why does this bother him? It's just the truth. I've never understood. I actually don't understand why he's like offended by this. It's just the truth. What the fuck is so offensive about this?
I mean, like, listen, I think you guys are very lucky that I am the most humble and modest streamer. This stuff would probably affect an average person's ego a lot. Doesn't affect me, doesn't bother me. And so I don't even see it this way. I think he's trying to just say...
No, I think that the numbers do affect him in the sense that he responds to the numbers, and that's why he won't stop. And that's why he'll actively continue entertaining more and more right-wing stuff. And eventually when people have moved beyond the outrage fatigue of all of the crazy things that the Trump administration is doing, they'll come after him again and again and again, and he'll fucking feel really bad about it. and it will impact his. It will cause tremendous mental harm. This side of the commentary space. This side of the commentary space is a very treacherous terrain. The only reason why I'm capable of continuously doing what I'm doing is because I have genuine ideological conviction. It's because I have a worldview that I believe. It's not just a numbers game. If it's just a numbers game, you move on. You go back to talking about titties in video games, okay, tomorrow. That's it. He knows it's not good to be a right-winger, so he denies it and is in complete denial. No, I think he's more impactful when he consistently presents himself as a centrist, unbiased, and nuanced commentator.
Say this in order to create a narrative of him being the underdog, like farm sympathy.
So let's see what the largest free speech defender had to say. He actually voluntarily brings this up in a YouTube video called "What the fuck is Twitch doing?" YouTube videos from 2 days ago with 1 million views. The first 13 minutes of it is just reacting to the latest Ethan Klein video, who is falsely smearing me as someone who doesn't care about Israeli civilians or whatever, which is obviously incorrect. He packaged that up with the Libs of TikTok video to call for my banning.
It was not just Libs of TikTok. I think that this is, again, it's an optics game where you're...
Wait, what? It is? What the fuck? It was Libs of TikTok. Libs of TikTok got the... I think it was Yeet that clipped it deliberately, knowing that it could potentially get me banned. Someone leaked some fucking conversations that these stalkers were actively having about, like... They literally clip share. They're in here right now, most likely, waiting for an opportunity to clip something and then post it on Twitter. And they share it amongst one another to be like, this will get him banned. Yeah. Which is fine. I mean, it's all good.
You're saying it's Libs of
TikTok. Yeah, it's not just Libs of TikTok. It's, you know, a whole bunch of other right-wing freaks as well.
TikTok, because Libs of TikTok is kind of a moron in a lot of cases. And so it's like, well, this person is doing it. And it's about kind of creating it to be a partisan political issue rather than...
It is a partisan political issue. It is. That is precisely what it is. It 100% is a partisan political issue.
Than just simply a behavior that's bad. You know, according to Hasan, it's my fault, it's Ethan's fault, it's Destiny's fault.
No, it's my fault individually, okay? It is the words that I'm using that allowed me to get to a place where people could just like clip something out of context and then actively demand I get banned or go to jail or something. Having said that, however, yes, you and a lot of these other people highlighted it deliberately to cause a fuss.
Libs of TikTok's fault. It's everybody's fault except for his. It seems Hasan's very bad faith towards you. People can be bad faith towards me all they want. The fact is that I'm still going to be here doing my thing. And the more that...
Yeah, until the views dry up. That's it. If tomorrow the tide shifted and people no longer wanted to watch him talk about, you know, if no longer people were interested in having him go, yeah, over and over again over, you know, right-wing videos from Tyler Oliveira or Donald Trump, he just wouldn't do it. Straight up. Straight up. It's just the truth. And it's fine. Like, that's why I say I understand Asmongold better than anybody else, okay?
People are bad faith towards
me. To be
and
fair, even if you're careful, they will just lie. Yeah, but it's a lot higher effort to just lie.
And the more that people are unfair towards me, the more they will alienate average, moderate, and reasonable people. Because average, moderate, and reasonable people do not want to be gaslit into extremism. And so when I see people that are...
Yeah. He's combating extremism. Who else was doing that? Oh, that's right. Destiny. Anyway, yeah. He's combating extremism. This is his chat, by the way. When he was looking at Nazi book burnings. Based. They burned gay books. Damn, Nazis based. Nazi W. Gotta give them that, bro. W. Adolf, extremism. Yeah, he's combating extremism. He didn't say he was good at combating extremism. He just said he was combating extremism. This is him combating extremism and just failing to do so. Okay? That's it.